Agado Venasuam Prasuptam. Evam Sanirvinnamana Nirpograhan Nishita Uttaya Maho Udaya Udayat Alabdhanidro Anupalakshido Nirbir Hitva Gado Venasuam Prasuptam. Evam Sanirvinnamana Nirpograhan Nishita Uttaya Maho Udaya Udayat Alabdhanidro Anupalakshido Nirbir Hitva Gado Venasuam Prasuptam. Evam Sanirvinnamana Nirpograhan Nishita Uttaya Maho Udaya Udayat Alabdhanidro Anupalakshito Nirbir Hitva Gado Venasuam Prasuptam. Word to word meaning. Evam, thus, sa, he, nirvinnamana, being indifferent in mind. Nripa, King Anga, Grahat, from home. Nishite, in the dead of night. Utaya, getting up. Maha Udaya Udayat, opulent by the blessing of great soul. Alabdha Nidra, being without sleep. Anupalakshita, without being seen. Nirbi, by people in general. Hitva, giving up. Gada, went off. Vena Suvam, the mother of Vena. Prasuptam, sleeping deeply. Please listen. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thinking like that, King Anga could not sleep at night. He became completely indifferent to household life. Once, therefore, in the dead of night, he got up from bed and left Vena's mother, his wife, who was sleeping deeply. He gave up all attraction for his greatly opulent kingdom and unseen by anyone. He very silently gave up his home and opulence and proceeded towards the forest. Purport by Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki. In this verse, the word Maho Udaya Udayat indicates that by the blessing of great soul, one becomes materially opulent. But when one gives up, when one gives up the attachment to material wealth, that should be considered even greater blessings from the great soul. It was not a very easy task for king to give up his opulent kingdom and young faithful wife, but it was certainly a great blessing for the Supreme Person of Godhead that he could give up the attachment and go out to the forest without being seen by anyone. There are many instances of great souls leaving home in this way in the dead of night, giving up attachment for home, wife, and money. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कथा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं शाक्रजातं सगगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितां च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। टुगेदर ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। This is one of the great verse which we can have a lot of key takeaways. Apparently, when you look at this verse, you will say King Anga leaves home. But I listened a couple of lectures. One Prabhu explained about one angle, which is King Anga leaves home. Another Prabhu explained in a differently that how to cultivate deeper Krishna consciousness within oneself. That is where the level he got by Lord's mercy by the King Anga. King Anga got deeper Krishna consciousness. From that direction another Prabhu explained. I can have mix of both and we will discuss. So far what we discussed from this chapter, description of descendant of Dhruva Maharaj. First 5 verses talks about Vidura inquires about the Prachetas. Next 15 verses 6 to 20 Maitreya describes the descendant of Dhruva Maharaj. 21 to 24 the 4 verses describes Vidura's astonishment and inquiry about Vena. 25 to 39 the 15 verse Maitreya narrates the events leading to Vena's birth. Now we are in 47. The 40 to 49 Anga leaves home due to Vena atrocities. Anga thoughts about the son. A bad son is better than a good son, leading to one to detachment. Thus he went to forest. That is what the summary. In the previous verse, text 46, a bad son is better than a good son, since a good son creates attachment for home, but bad son creates hellish home by which one easily develops detachment. Coming to 47, Anga leaves home with these thoughts. King Anga became indifferent and eventually left home in the dead of night towards the forest, giving up all attraction for kingdom and opulence. So, the king, when King Anga is become upset because of his son Vena become atrocities too much and he is not follow the religious principle, and he decided to leave home. It started earlier. We discussed about how Dhruva Maharaj get anger with his stepmother, then leave the home. On the way, when he got Guru Maharaj Narada Muni, Narada Muni convinced him, "You please go back home." No, no, no. Kshatriya blood is burning. I need a king more better than my father Uttanapada. Then he got the mercy of the Guru Maharaj. Then he went to forest with the mercy. He meditated and he got darshan of the Lord also. When he see the Lord, Dhruva Maharaj want to go back to Godhead along with the Lord, but Lord said, no, 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 you have to rule kingdom for 36,000 years, then only you can come back. So now his descendant we are talking, how King Anga ruling very nicely, and once his son born, he not following the religious principle, then he decided to leave home. Now, how we can relate to Grahastha life in the current world? King Anga thinks and conclude the bad son is really a blessing, so that I can able to detach quickly and leave home. In another way, he thinks to get Satputra, you should have done a lot of pious activity. Maybe I have done something wrong, so this of going ahead and preaching him and making him to change, it is difficult, it is not possible, then I have to leave now. It's all God's arrangement. He thinks himself, okay, it is all God's arrangement. Maybe I have not done enough pious activity to get the Satputra, I want to leave the home. What is our takeaway? One is, when desirable things falls in our hand, we are thankful to the Lord. When undesirable things happen, we have to take as it comes. And we should not blame anyone. We can't escape from our karma, which has been done during n number of lifetime. This is one of our karma, our past activities. It is our destiny. Like that, we have to take it. When good thing comes, Hare Krishna, thank you so much. At the same time, even bad thing happen, yes, I am taking it, it is my destiny. I created this destiny over n number of years. So he take it in that way, that it is my destiny, I have to take it in this way. He developed a deeper Krishna consciousness within himself. That makes him to realize to leave house in the midnight. Without noticing anyone, he left. That is the key thing, that he takes thing as it comes and not blame anyone. Like that, we have to take it as it comes, don't blame anyone. Another thing is, destiny created by ourselves based on our past activity. There are lot of energy of the Lord noting down our activity, and the results can be given according to your activity. If you are matured enough to understand that, you will take the right decision, otherwise we will blame each other. So here, King Anga never blamed anyone. He realized it is my destiny. I have to take as it comes. And that there highly realized soul, elevated soul. That is the key takeaway, and he never ever blamed others. And here also it take away for us that we should not blame anyone. It is our destiny which we created over n number of lifetime. Krishna energy is there everywhere. It is noting down what we are doing. Our balance sheet going up and down always based on our activities. We can't escape. Oh, nobody see I have done something like that. No, it is noted down. We create our destiny. That is my destiny. I have to face it. That is what he taken. Only way to escape from this is part of something which is away from this material world. What is that? Away from, we are part of the material world. Are we part of the material world? No, we are our soul, spirit soul. We are get entangled into the material world. We are get entangled into the material world. That is the problem of our life, everyday life. But we are the spirit soul. Once we are living in a temporary world. Ashashodam dukkhalayam. Whatever it comes, let it come. Okay, happiness, I be enjoy. Sadness, okay, I have to face it. It is my destiny. And I am not in this body. I am spirit soul. Anyway, it's a temporary world. If we have that mindset, then we won't worry about too much. Oh, this thing happened, that thing happened, like that. So that we have to keep in mind. That is another takeaway from this particular verse. And another thing is how we can escape from the material world. As long as we shut our mouth, we won't get entangled much. What does that mean? But we are not. If you know, Seji, boliye, kya khabor? Kya hona chahiye? Can I help you? Like that we will start, okay? Like that we will start. Sometimes some people give advice even without asking. Oh, what happened this one? No, you put some coconut oil, put some turmeric and it's all right. Like that people will give advice. That's all right. But giving the unsolicited advice, that is also another problem. So here is the thing is what our Acharya said. Even if you listen in olden days, the people, many people, they never ever talk. They just listen. That's it. If I talk maybe 15-20 minutes to my father, he will take only 2-3 words. That's a matter over. Oh, yes, no, like that, finish. When if you look at the other very senior people, they never talk much. They will listen and then they say a couple of words. That's it. And that why they don't want to talk. They know that why this topping this kind of thing is totally waste. You can talk even whole day, 7 day, 8 day, month, year, Krishna Katha. No one will get tired. If you talk about others, some gossip prajalpa is of no use. That's why they never ever talk. But our thing in the present world, oh, bahut kaam hai ya, mushkil ya. Like that we are started talking, that leads to frustration. And instead, whatever you do, take it, and then whenever whatever work you do, whatever possible, you chant something, recite some sloka. Then you won't feel the burden. And the day will go very nicely, and you will remember the Lord. Lord, you will give the energy. That is the key. That is another takeaway here is how we can keep our mouth shut. That is the important thing, which doesn't mean that we can open your mouth only to do Krishna Katha. So do Krishna Katha, recite about Lord, Harinam is always good rather than talking other prajalpas. That is not advisable. That is one of the key takeaway from this particular sloka. Lord created this world and you have desired, we all desire to come to this material world on our own free will. Now we are all stuck here in the material world. Now we have to find out the way how I can leave this material world and go back to Godhead. See, Anga is not blame anyone. He, okay, whatever things happen, let it happen, not a problem. Now I have to take a next course of action. He left in the midnight without anybody seeing, and he kept leave the home quietly, and he is leaving the whole kingdom. He is the king, and he also leaving his faithful wife. That is another thing. So why he has taken the decision? Here they say Maha Udaya Udayad. Getting the opulence is the blessing of great soul, and leaving that material opulence is also the great blessing of the great souls. It is not easy. That means he got the normal blessing to get the opulence. He also got the great blessing to leave that opulence. That is the key here. Even if he got everything and he want to leave, because he got the great blessings of the great souls. Maha Udaya Udayat. That's what here this is the key word for this particular verse. How he left. And now, what is our conclusion? don't blame anyone. If anything happens, good, appreciate everyone. Thank God that I got it, thankful. And we are responsible to be here in this material world. Blame yourself and take action to leave this material world by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What it is doing? It cleans your heart. The past activities, everything stored in your chitta. Then you are ready to take off. That is the key. Instead of blaming everyone, talking so much prajalpa, better we can chant our Harinam, chanting and hearing. Vachyam and Vachagam. You are inviting Lord and associating with the Lord. Keep that in mind. By chanting, I am inviting Lord. By hearing the same mantra again, I am associating with the Lord. By associating with the Lord, Lord enters into your heart and cleans your chitta, whatever activities stored in your past n number of years, you can say, it is cleansed. Then only you can leave this material world. Otherwise, we are getting entangled here. We can't go. Just we can talk, blame each other. Today idli is not good. Today, tomorrow masala dosa is not good. Like we can say, or today that Prabhu is not chanting properly. You can say everything. Everyone has some drawbacks. That's right. But our aim is to please Krishna, to please our Guru Maharaj, to please the devotee, whatever way you can do. That is our aim. In that way, and then you do chanting daily, hear Krishna Katha daily, read Prabhupada's book. In that way, you are keeping yourself ready and fit to go back to Godhead. It is not that you can't go just over the night. Now, I read from one of the Acharya, he written, suppose if you want to do something, you need some basic eligibility criteria. So if you want to come to Australia, you have to have some degree, some age restriction, medical restriction, everything is there. Like that, for you want to go to some Veda study, when Gurukula go, are you a Brahmana, you have initiated, those things they'll ask. But to get into bhakti, to get into Krishna consciousness, anyone can come at any time. That's why they said that it's a tangible path. Tangible path. You can enter, it's a round circle, you can come at any time and you can leave at any time. That is it's a it's a level playground. So you can come at any time and go anytime. And also, there is no qualification required. For reading, for studying Veda, if you want to Gurukul, somebody said you have to initiate, you become Brahmana, then only you can chant Veda. Or some temple, they said only Brahmana can enter into the deity room to do the Archana and Abhishek. Everywhere there are some restriction. To get into Bhakti Marg, to get into Krishna consciousness, to do chanting, there is no qualification. Anyone can join at any time. That is the beauty. And you can chant the name. Last week we discussed, by chanting, you are doing Nama Sankirtan. How I can remember that I am doing a good Nama Sankirtan? That Nama Sankirtan leads to Leela Smaran. When our Namasmaran getting better, and you can able to see the taste of Namasmaran. That means you are doing wonderful chanting. By chanting, you are inviting Lord. By hearing, you are associating with the Lord. That you are remembering the Lord and you are getting taste more and more and more. Then that will leads to Leela Smaran. That you can play. That's what happened when Srila Rupa Goswami did like that. That's what I explained last week. That how the Nama Smaran leads to Leela Smaran. That is the key checkpoint for us whether we are able to transform from one level to next level. That means when Srila Rupa Goswami, when he chant nicely, and then after that he himself in elevated stage and absorbed into Krishna's pastime in Vrindavan. That is the beauty of our Sankirtan movement. So thereby we can elevate ourselves to detach from this material body. In the material world, whatever happen, we won't care. Let it happen. That is the another key takeaway, that we should avoid prajalpa and we do attentive chanting and aim for namasmaran to Leela Smaran. I saw a lot of books, our Krishna consciousness in ISKCON, they have a lot of nice book. Each and every story, they explain very nicely in a summary way. And n number of books is there. Some books is only the summary level, some books are doing a detail level. So you can take some of the books and if you read, it's so wonderful. Even if you know the many things, if you read again and again sometime, you feel released. Oh gosh, I want to read again. I want to read again. Last week I saw some doing the book distribution, Radhika Prasad Prabhu. I see some small books. I read it. Looks very nice. Oh, I know, but I can't remember now. So okay, better I can keep some book. Maybe I can read whenever I find time finds. Like that, we have to devote our time to read Krishna Leela, Krishna's pastime, so that it will give us detach from this material world. That is another key takeaway from this particular sloka, how Anga detached from himself. That he able to do only by deeper Krishna consciousness. When we as a devotee matures, gradually we are indifferent to good or bad. It is equipoised. Material reality is no more material reality. This has been replaced with the spiritual reality. How? See, maybe 15 years back when I initially started Krishna consciousness, yes, whatever I chant, whatever I do the same thing. But there are a lot of difference is there. What is that means difference? See, when I do the Gayatri Mantra, I do the Gayatri Mantra every day. First, what we do? Achyudayan. What is the Achamanan? What do you say? Achyudaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. We do first these three words, and then this is given by Vyadavasar in the one of the Taittiriya Upanishad. It say that Achyudananda Govinda Namo Sharana Beshadad Sahala Roga Nivaranam Satyam Vadamyaham. He says that whoever say Achyuda Ananda Govinda, you will relieved from all the disease. You will get out from all the bad things. That is what in Taittiriya Upanishad Vyasadeva did. Early Vasudeva wrote that line, two line. That is what taken from there here as Achaman, Achyudaya Namaha, Anantaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. So earlier also I did. Now I know that it is given by Vyadavasar in Taittiriya Upanishad. It is there in these two lines. It is pick up from there. Then what do we do next after that? Kesava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, Damodara. We are doing second word, we do this one, Vinachaman. What is that 12 Vishnu? That is the secondary emanation. The primary is Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. From this, each one, we have three Vishnu is there. First three Vishnu from Vasudeva, second three Vishnu from Sankarshana, third three Vishnu from Pradyumna, and fourth three Vishnu is Aniruddha. Like that, each and every step, it is there, it is given by Vyasadeva, it is there in Taittiriya Upanishad. Earlier also I do the same Gayatri Mantra, now also I am do. But earlier I do because I have to do, because it is given by my parents, I have to obey their order, I have to do. I do mechanically, yes, I do padafat, morning, it is a routine, it is not the ritual. Now, I do the same thing, I do the mantra, I know the taste. It will taste like, it is like a gulab jamun for me, yes. When I do that achaman, I say it is like a gulab jamun or alwa. Like that is a difference. So, it is like that, the realization, this is not there in 15 years ago. This I came to know only after coming to Krishna consciousness. Like that earlier I do Purusha Suktam, reciting very nicely. Even today also I do, every day I do. Without fail, couple of times. Sahasrasira, Shah Purusha, while start I do Padafat 6 minutes over. But that is earlier I did for some, or if I do Purusha Suktam, you will get the mercy of the Lord. That has been chanted by all the rishis when just before Krishna born. So everyone went to Krishna, please save us. Then Krishna born, that one, it is opulence. That is the reason I did. But now, what is the Purusha Suktam? Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd canto, 6th chapter, Purusha Sukta explained. The entire Purusha Sukta has been explained in 2nd canto, 6th chapter. And when you read that, you will get more realization. What is that Purusha Sukta? Who is that Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha? It is explained in 2nd canto, 6th chapter. What is that? Who is that Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha? Anyone? Excellent. Who is it? Yes, correct. It is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. That means there is only one Karanodakshaya Vishnu, and from Karanodakshaya Vishnu, thousands Garbhodakshaya Vishnu emanated and went into each and every part universe, one Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, like that. That is the Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha. That is explained in Purusha Sukta. Not only that one, it has entire Purusha Sukta has been explained in 2nd canto, 6th chapter. If you read that one in conjunction with Purusha Suktam, you will understand better the Purusha Suktam. Earlier also I know, but that I do because I got to pass my exam, I got to get promotion, I got to get more money, right? But when you start reading this one with after Srimad Bhagavatam, you will get the taste more and more. Here the thing is, it is not that I am in Krishna consciousness. Yes, you are in Krishna consciousness. What is your realization and what level you are in now? What is your expectation? What is your goal? Yes, I joined maybe 15 years ago. And when the date I joined, for me to do one round itself, I feel it is not worth it. Oh, how 16 round means I thought 16 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. They told me 16 round, one round is equal to 108. I said it is no way. I heard so many other things are there. And when you understand what I am doing, it is the Hladini potency of the Lord. It is the pleasure giving potency of the Lord. It's Radhe, internal energy. You can't get it nowhere. This is the only energy which can go into the heart and cleanse your heart. Then only you can get moksha. Otherwise, whatever you do, you have to be here. Because all your accumulated karma is there in your chitta. N number of years. It can be got only by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That I realized after a couple of years. Then only after that I started 4 round, 6 round, and then 16 round. Now I am doing more than 16 round. That question is how you are getting taste, how you are attached to the parampara, what they given, what are the key takeaway for you. They left a lot of legacy. Who were our previous Acharya, Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and their discussion, if you look at it, There are n number of books they left to for us. Why they have to do? And their intention is Kali Yuga is going to come and we are going to struggle in Kali Yuga. It is Ashashwadam Dukkalayam. We can't escape from Kali Purusha. You can escape from anything, but you can't escape from Kali Purusha. So to escape from Kali Purusha, they are given, these are all the legacy, you got to follow that. If you follow that, you can't get into entangled in the material world. That is the reason they left this kind of legacy. That is the another key takeaway from this particular sloka. Now we'll conclude. What I want to say is, here in Krishna consciousness, our aim is to get into bhakti. Bhakti will lead to prema. How I can progress? One is, yes, I am going to do Mahamantra, like hearing and chanting and hearing, and then Vachyam and Vachakam, inviting Lord and associating Lord. We are getting taste. Another thing, when I read the Nectar of Devotion, there are two particular sloka, 1:1:11 and 1:1:12. What is the two? Which is a memory verse for Nectar of Devotion. Whoever studies Bhakti Sastri, they know by sloka. Which is Anya apilashida sunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena Krishna anushilanam bhaktir uttama. That is the key. What is that? The highest bhakti is defined as continuous service or emotions directed towards Krishna, his form or others related to him, with a pleasing attitude towards Krishna. It should be devoid of desire other than the desire to please the Lord. That is the key to progress into bhakti. The next sloka is Yada Shri Narada Pancharatre Sarvopati Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikesha Sevanam Bhaktir Uchade. Bhakti is defined as service to the Lord using the senses. When I am sitting in the class, my senses also here. I should not think, oh, something is there in kitchen. It's masala idli, I have to go and take. I should not think about that. My aim is, here I present, I am tasting this particular sloka, not anything else other than here. The thing is, my senses, mind, all directed towards Krishna and pleasing Krishna. That is the attitude is there, then we can progress into bhakti. Here, how the material reality transform into the spiritual reality. Our aim is glorify devotee, Guru Maharaj and Krishna. And we are not supposed to do any Vaishnava aparat. And last week we also mentioned one key quality is, one of the quality of Vaishnava is, don't have enemies, Ajata Chatru, like Yudhishthira Maharaj. And then as per Prabhupada Krishna consciousness, the cycle Punya Papa, every point there is a tangent to take off at any point, ignoring duties within that cycle. So that we discussed earlier. It is a tangent cycle and you can come in and go anytime. But for Krishna consciousness, to get into Bhakti Marg, everyone get the mercy of the Lord to the extent that your endeavor, you are leaving it a material thing and you endeavor to Bhakti, to that extent you will get the mercy of the Lord and you will get into Bhakti and ultimately Prema, ultimately you go back to Godhead. But the intention, your desire to leave the material possession, like how Anga did in the midnight, chalo, There's no use, I got to get out. Like that, if you have the desire to leave all your material possession, certainly you have the mercy of the Lord. Lord mercy is come to you automatically, and you can ready to take off to Goloka, not India. Next week we are going to India. That is different. Generally, here our aim is to how we can go back to Godhead, and what are the steps we have to take, what are the actions in our hand. That is important. That is that lesson is here from Anga's instance. That is the key takeaway. Happy to take any questions, any suggestion, please. Prabhuji, any? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की। हरे कृष्णा। हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।